Street from the Upper Moreland High School. Throughout the course of the day, through the wonder of technology, we're going to be sharing the highlights of this gorgeous Saturday morning from various spots, including the Willow Grove Park Mall, several of the glorious recreation areas here in Upper Moreland Township, and some of the high spots on our growing and equally attractive campus. This is the 15th, I believe, Cinekyd fundraising activity. Years ago, it started as a dance marathon. It has grown into a multimedia extravaganza. What's going to happen here is we're going to attempt to broadcast live for 12 hours on cable channels 40 and 42. Simultaneously, we'll be broadcasting on radio through our friends at WRDV and several other area stations. Pickups or part-time broadcasts will occur on several of the other cable stations. Everybody has gotten involved because what makes this unique is that although there are a lot of adult staff who again have volunteered an entire Saturday to work here in Willow Grove with the kids, and thank goodness, dozens and dozens of parents who have come aboard to help out. This entire broadcast is going to be staged, is being staged through our kids, handling the equipment, handling the responsibilities of shifting the tapes, of taking us to remote pickups, of sharing with you some of the events, of cutting away, as it were, to the high points of a broadcast day, which includes just a few of the following. We're going to share with you the brand new 1993 rock concerts. Those are MTV style videos done by the teenagers who are part of our track seminar and the primary and intermediate age children, elementary kids, who are part of our Tyro program. And they have designed and shot a wide array of brand new, for this year, music videos. We'll also, through the course of the day, provide you with a chance of seeing and hearing some of the fantastic videos that were created by boys and girls, not only in our program, but kids who contributed their film skills to our first ever 1993 Video Fest. It's an exciting day. That's only part of it. A great deal of the program will be live transmissions, not just interviews with special guests. We are so honored to have some very special people coming with us today. But in addition to all of that, fantastic opportunities for you to see the kids compete, because the idea here is that we generate funds to support this totally nonprofit, totally volunteer operation through a variety of very creative efforts. There'll be games, there'll be prizes, there'll be surprises. Our friends from the Philadelphia Zoo will be here in a couple hours, I'm delighted to say, with animals that I think I interview the people and they interview the animals, something like that. You'll also have a chance to see what goes on at the Willow Grove Park Mall. First time ever, we are actually almost like simulcasting, running 2 shows, 3 shows, and we're all amateurs. As the oldest member of the Cinekyd organization, as the founding father and father of many of these children, I am delighted and I'm very, very proud of their accomplishments. Right now, I'd like to share with you a little taste of something created by our kids. Here is a 1993 video as produced by the youngest members of our organization, the Tyro Kids. And the song that they chose was A Whole New World. Let's watch.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming.
A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. A whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
100,000
Hold your breath,
things
it
to
gets
see.
better.
I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far. I can't go back to where I used to be. Every turn a
With new
surprise.
horizons
Every
to
moment red
pursue.
letter.
I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. A whole new world. That's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be.
Thrilling chase.
A wondrous place for you and me.
Hello, 1993 Cinekyd Day. We're here live in the front entrance to the Cinekyd campus. They're gearing up for a great dodgeball game. It's the black team and the white team going against each other, and it's going to be a lot of fun. This is just the first of today's events. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Chris is trying to get the ball away from Eric, and he just doesn't want it to happen. These are some of the hijinks that have been going on today. We just started. It's going to be great. Okay, but right now we're going to see a video that was done a couple years ago about Cinekyd from KYW, Channel 3 in Philadelphia. It's Good Kids, and I think it's done by Pat Shiraki. So let's take a look at that, and we'll be back here for more events. Cinekyd Day 1993.
Throughout the Delaware Valley, young people are meeting the challenge of improving the world they live in. In Montgomery County, a group of teenagers have taken to the airwaves using lights, cameras, and action to help each other and their community. David Rogers tells us about these good kids.
Let's run through all the shots once so we can see what this is going to look like.
You take a group of teenagers, a handful of instructors, put them on a small campus with access to computer graphics, studio cameras, makeup, and scripts, and what do you come up with?
Cinekyd is it's the only place in the world, probably, where you can be yourself without having to worry about what everybody else thinks about you, and nobody's judging you by, like, the way you look or how you dress.
But that's just half of it. 15 years ago, as a spin-off from a drama class, this award-winning, non-profit youth organization has emerged into a one-of-a-kind operation that emphasizes all of the communication arts and, more importantly, self-esteem.
You've got something none of us tug whistles ever had. Charm.
We have to remind our kids, all kids, that they are talented, that they are capable, that they have very special abilities, and that when they feel good about themselves, then they're willing to show you just how much they can do.
All right, let's rehearse this one.
Currently, the group is rehearsing scenes from their soap opera, The Lives We Lead, the continuing story of life and love in our society. They also produce cable and radio shows. Cinekyd expands on communication arts and allows the students to enhance their creativity.
It's very unusual. Nothing like school. I wouldn't be here if it was.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and you're learning while working at the same time, and it's a good experience.
Hold on, we're going to run through the shots one time.
And these good kids deserve to take a bow. David Rogers, KYW3, Newsday.
All right. 1993 Cinekyd Day. We're in the midst of a dodgeball game. I'm on the black team, but since I'm doing some interviews and being on camera, I can't be in the game. We're here with Eric Mady. He's playing. How you doing, Eric?
Good.
What's going on?
We're playing dodgeball, and I don't know who's winning.
Okay, what team are you on?
I'm on the black.
You're on the black team? I see. You got the thing down there. All right, well, I'll let you go play. We're going to take a look at the game a little bit. Come with me. Okay. Let's see. Who's around here? Eric. Eric's a member of the Tyro program here at Cinekyd. They meet Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock, but they're not meeting today because today is Cinekyd Day. Eric, you're on the black team, I see.
Ow!
And how's it going? What are you excited about for today?
I'm excited about the lip sync contest.
The lip sync contest? What will you be lip syncing to?
Vogue.
Vogue by
Madonna.
Oh, that's what I thought. What else are you excited about?
The dance party.
Yeah, you're gonna have some fun, dance a little bit. Cool. And you're playing dodgeball now, right?
Yes.
You know who's winning?
No.
Are they just throwing the ball at each other, or is it a structured game?
Little bit of each.
Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, Blake. Blake's another member of the Tyro program, and he just almost got hit by the ball, but since I pulled him out of the way, he missed. How you doing?
Good.
What are you excited about for today's events?
Basketball and dodgeball.
Basketball and Uh-oh, I'm out. Okay. Excited about basketball and dodgeball.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Not really.
We got some great guests today. We got the underdog lady. Yes, we got some animals coming from the Philadelphia Zoo. Should be some fun with that.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the Tyro program and what you're involved in.
I do Tyro every Saturday at 10 to 12, and it's really fun. And you come here, Cinekyd, and...
Okay. All right, what else? What do you do during the Tyro program? You make videos?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let's see who else is around here. This is Brian Donnelly, and he's a member of the track program here at Cinekyd. Let's get you out of the game a little bit, pull you out a little bit, bench you, I guess. What's going on, Brian?
We're playing dodgeball.
What's involved in playing dodgeball?
You have to hit all the people on the white team and get them out of the circle.
That's good. What are you excited about today?
I'm really excited about the dance because it was a lot of fun last year.
What was going on last year?
Well, you know, it's a lot of fun because it's live and all, so there's more of a push to get everything right.
Okay, and what team are you on?
Black.
It seems like everybody's on the black team.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to have some great fun today.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll let you go back to the games. I'm going to pull someone else. This is Gus here. Gus is the Cinekyd Beagle mascot, and he's running away from me because he doesn't really like me. And I'm here with Danny.
Hi.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. Black team just won.
The black team just won? I figure that the black team is going to be cornering the Cinekyd Day games all day, I think.
Yeah.
You're on the white team?
Yep.
I'm sorry. Okay. We're here with Chris. What's going on, man?
Well, the black team just won, and I'm really mad.
Really mad?
Yeah.
You're going to get him?
It's going to get him.
Oh, it's going to be worse than get him. Oh, it looks like the black team just won. Let's go interview someone who just won. You're on the black team?
Yes.
You just won?
Yes.
How does it feel?
Great.
What are you going to go do now?
I'm going to Disneyland. Ah!
All right, he's going to Disneyland. Let's see what the white team is going to. Where are you going?
Where am I going? I'm staying on the outside. I'm going to try and hit some black people because we didn't hit anybody last time. We got to try and get somebody.
Okay. All right. Will is here. Will used to be in Tyro. He's been here for a long time now. He's in track. Track is the program for our older children. They are here every Wednesday night. Tell us a little bit about the track program, Will.
Well, we meet Wednesday nights from 7 to 9:15. I am on the radio crew, and today, during Cinekyd Day, we're going to do a live radio show.
Okay, so you're going to be at the Willow Grove Mall?
Yeah, and we're going to do the play Dick Tracy.
Okay, remember, we're going to be at the Willow Grove Mall all day from 10 to 9 this night. There's going to be many guests. We got some dancers coming down. WDRE is coming down. It's a radio station. We've got all sorts of fun and games over at the Willow Grove Mall and here at the Cinekyd campus. Let's see who else is here that we can talk to. Yikes. This is Randy. Randy's giving instructions.
All right.
Randy, what's going on?
We're trying to shortened the group down, get one black team winner because the white team was lost, so now it's the black team.
All right. This is Cinekyd Day 1993. This is Dodgeball. We'll be coming back and forth from Cinekyd Day. We're going to go now into the studio with Mr. Clark.
I'd rather not get into that too much.
Okay. What would you like to talk about?
Well, we could talk about the big band area.
Okay.
You had mentioned that.
Okay, thank you. Joining us in the studio is our first guest of the day. This is an old friend of mine, a gentleman who has been a resident of the community for quite some time. He and his wife have been a very active part of the educational life of Upper Moreland Township. In addition to that, he is a respected business person and has a number of hobbies, as well as some avocations that we thought we'd take a few minutes to talk about. We're delighted to have with us in the studio Mr. Bob Taylor. Bob, thanks for giving up part of your Saturday morning and joining us here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, especially on such a momentous day.
This is big time for us. You and I go back more than a few years.
True.
In fact, you were part of the Upper Moreland School Board when the media program, which of course was the precursor of what was Cinekyd, was in its infancy.
Right, you were just beginning. That's right. Mm-hmm.
As somebody who's been involved in education, young people in particular, Bob, and in your current role working in assisting the Chamber, how vital do you feel it is to have youth programs? How essential in any community? How does it help the residents and the business owners to sponsor, as you said, driving down the street, there's activities on both sides of Sherwood Road. How important do you think it really is?
I think it's extremely important because it helps formulate character in the young people, teaches them responsibility, gives them a chance to get involved themselves in the community, which is all so important in latter years. As people get older, they want to become more and more involved in what's going on in their area, because that's where they live, that's where they earn their living in some cases, and the better they can make it for them, the better it's going to be for everyone. So I think these activities for youngsters keeps them involved and keeps them sort of out of trouble, you might say.
Yeah.
Gives them something meaningful to do, and I think that's of the utmost importance.
Bob, we've been fortunate enough at Cinekyd, especially during the past couple of years, to enjoy working on projects with the Greater Willow Grove Chamber of Commerce. We live in an age where they talk about the global economy and the globalization of society. How important as well is it for all of us to come together, businesses, youth groups, for the betterment of everybody? You became active as almost a third or fourth career in the Chamber.
That's right.
Why is that?
Well, I retired from the banking industry at the end of 1990, but wasn't really ready to be completely retired and wanted to work 3 or 4 days a week. So I went to work for the Chamber last September in membership development. And I'm out calling on small to medium-sized businesses trying to get them involved in the Chamber because, let's face it, the main purpose of the Chamber is to make business conditions better, to do whatever they can to help the local businesses and to give them a voice into the legislation process to help improve their situation. And by having the chambers work together with the local youth groups and all the other social organizations, the Rotaries, the Lions Club, all these organizations working together for the betterment of the business community also improve the health and the climate of the area where we live. So I think it's of the utmost importance, especially in the economy the way it is today. We need all the help we can get. And speaking for the Chamber's grown tremendously over 40 years and now has an excess of 750 members. So we're a pretty good size organization now. We're looked at as a regional chamber. And we're doing whatever we can to make things better.
How does the concept of a Chamber of Commerce, how has it changed, do you feel, especially during the past 5 or 10, 15 years?
Well, I don't think it's changed so much, Bob, as far as the concept goes. I think it's gotten stronger. When I worked in the banking industry, I was involved going to 2 or 3 different chambers all the time getting involved with the committees and membership drives, and I found that the Chamber's concept has remained pretty much the same. If anything, it's become stronger and more vital. More and more people are getting involved in the Chambers today and getting involved in committee work. There's all different we have 22 working committees within the Chamber. You can be as active or as inactive as you want. But I think people, as they become more involved in the business world, have also found how important it is to get out and do some networking for their business. The Chambers have after-hour functions that is sponsoring members' place of business where over a little wine and cheese you get to exchange business cards, and you get to meet the people that you want to meet, because these could be your future customers.
You also have that awesome program that Montgomery County, the opportunity that takes place at the Willow Grove Park Mall, where so many businesses have an opportunity to strut their stuff, as it were, to the general public.
Sure, and it gives their business exposure.
Absolutely.
And that's what they're looking for. And many of the small businesses I call on today are having a really rough time. But I always tell them that if ever you needed the benefits of a chamber, now's the time to do it.
We're delighted, and I think it's apropos that Mr. Bob Taylor be our first guest in this hour, because this is the first year, not only for multi-broadcasting, Bob, but where virtually all of the hours of this particular cable cast are sponsored, as it were, supported by local businesses, virtually all of whom are members of the Greater Willow Grove Chamber of Commerce. We're delighted. That's never happened before, and you know, this is going to be an awesome year, and Bob's gotten us off to a terrific start. I'd like to thank Mr. Bob Taylor, an old friend of mine, for being with us and helping us to kick off this first hour, and now I'd like to share with you an opportunity to take a look at one of the award-winning Cinekyd videos from a couple years ago, Odyssey Through Time. And at some point when we return, we will be joined by that tower of power, another member of our board, Mr. Romeo Masucci, who has a few words of wisdom to share with us, as he always does. But first, from Mr. Bob Taylor to Mr. Romeo Masucci to outer space and Odyssey Through Time.
Lieutenant, Rad, is that you?
Yes. Yes, it is.
But your uniform.
Well, I'm part of a new army. I serve another general.
You're kidding.
No. No, I'm not kidding. The vessel. We've got to get out of here.
Just as you suspected, there are 3 ships preparing a launch right now. The Starstream, the Raytheon, and the Plyndow.
What's going on? Your Majesty, we're not sure. Well, who ordered those ships to launch? My father? No. As a matter of fact, Marta, Liddell, the General, any of the followers, look everywhere. See if you can find them. Yes, sir. Go back to the controls. Initiate the self-destruct procedure. We may have to use it.
Destroy our own vessels?
That was an order.
Yes, sir.
Your Majesty, indeed, there are 3 ships preparing to launch. General Zordak is nowhere to be found.
Stop those vessels. Any way you have to.
Lieutenant, you're out of uniform.
No, General. I'm out of your army. All right, get on board.
You're next, Rad.
Would rather wait for you, General.
There's no time for that, General. What is it, Lydell? We're running out of time.
It seems that 30, maybe 40 of the people you were counting on the most, they've backed out.
What?
The ships are undermanned.
Do we still have a full crew on the Plindau?
Yes.
All right, get on board.
What about the other 2 ships?
We'll worry about them after we're on board the Plindau. Now, Rad.
Yes, sir.
We're on board the Raytheon. The Plindau and the Starstream are in launch positions. Hurry!
Controls, General Lex.
You're right.
I live.
Prince Brant.
Just fine. Look, we've taken the ship, but the Plindau and the...
Aware of that. Control, we overpowered the crew of the Raytheon, what little there was of it, but the Plindau and the Starstream have managed to launch. By the King's command, initiate the self-destruct procedure.
Okay, this is it. Joining me in the studio is the one and only, ladies and gentlemen, right here, right beside me, where frankly I've been able to keep him for a long time, is a member of the Upper Moreland School Board, a member of the Cinekyd Board, and now your newest position with Montgomery County, Mr. Masucci?
Open Space Preservation Task Force, and I thank you for that.
Not at all, not at all. We're delighted. Romeo is probably one of the best friends that I have ever had, and God knows he has been one of the best friends that Cinekyd has ever had. He and his lovely wife Yolanda began many years ago at what used to be, we used to have a bazaar. And imagine somebody who would come and volunteer and spend the better part of a Saturday helping us hawk lemonade and things like that. In the early days, when we had like 2 rooms here, and we were sharing the parking lot with a bunch of dirty trucks and things of that nature. Well, we are the parking lot now, the building, the property next door, and the only trucks out there are broadcast trucks. And you helped to bring us here, pal, and I'm delighted that you're with us today. What's on your agenda, Rome?
Well, first of all, bless you for all of that. But this is a beautiful day in May for Cinekyd Day. You like that poetic?
That's, I'm impressed.
I felt I had to do that, Bob.
I've wondered if you were going to sing.
But really what does my heart good is to see Bob, Dave, and Frank, 3 of the Cinekyd brats, behind the video and handling productions here. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. The young people are absolutely in charge, not only today and literally every day.
Every day.
And you have to see all the joyous fun and activity going out there to keep the kids active while they're also working throughout this long, and I know it will be a very successful day for you. May I give this to you on behalf of my 2 grandchildren?
Oh, and well, let's say their names. Come on.
Thomas Joseph.
Thomas Joseph.
And Matthew Michael Masucci.
There we go. Thank you. We accept that on behalf of the Masucci boys.
Bless you. I also have another honor and privilege. Regrettably, Senator Greenleaf cannot be here this morning with us, but he's asked me to present a senatorial citation to not only the Cinekyd brats themselves, and I say that very affectionately, but to you, Robert Clark, the executive director and founder of Cinekyd. And if I may?
Oh, this is an honor. I'm just going to sit here and, you know.
I'm going to enjoy reading this more than I've ever read any citation before, because it's much more meaningful to me and to you, and especially to the youngsters themselves. This is April 28, 1993. Whereas Cinekyd Enterprises Incorporated is celebrating the joyous and momentous occasion of Cinekyd Day on May 8, 1993, and whereas Cinekyd Enterprises Incorporated is a nationally and internationally award-winning program in which children ages 7 through 18 learn all the communication arts of radio, television, and film in a comprehensive way and on state-of-the-art equipment. It is a special opportunity for its students to showcase their diverse talents and creative skills by producing programs, designing sets, developing sophisticated visual effects, and making photographs. And whereas founded in 1976 by Executive Director Robert J. Clark Jr., Cinekyd Enterprises Incorporated not only imparts knowledge but inspires young people to become the best that they can be. It is also the foundation from which alumni of Cinekyd have become professional actors, film producers, and video technicians in the fields of communication. Now, therefore, the Senate of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania heartily recognizes Cinekyd Enterprises Incorporated as it celebrates Cinekyd Day, proudly notes its exemplary record of service in keeping with the highest ideals and traditions of this Commonwealth, and directs that a copy of this document, sponsored by Senator Stuart J. Greenleaf, be transmitted to Cinekyd Enterprises Incorporated, 2735 Turtwood Road, Willow Grove, Pennsylvania. It has the senatorial seal and is dutifully signed by Mark R. Corrigan, the Secretary to the Senate body. And Bob, if I may, it does me great pleasure and great honor to present this to you on behalf of Senator Stuart J. Greenleaf.
Oh, God bless you. That's
well
so
deserved.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Isn't that nice? I am honored to accept this on behalf of Cinekyd, and having a little bit of difficulty bringing the words up here. First, because this is brought to me by somebody who I consider to be one of my dearest friends, and secondly, because Senator Greenleaf, and I'm proud to say that I went to school with the senator, I consider to be one of the most outstanding role models for young people, if not in this area, if not in the state, probably in the whole country. He is what I think every father hopes his own son will grow up to be. And to have been sponsored by Mr. Masucci, and to have this brought to the Senate floor by somebody for whom I hold the greatest respect, I'm deeply touched. We are very proud that it is Cinekyd Day. We are also dedicated to the fact that we are growing, and with the help of people like Romeo and Senator Greenleaf, very truthfully, you ain't seen nothing yet. Rome, what's on your agenda? Who's coming today?
Oh, a number of local dignitaries. I understand we're anticipating Commissioner Ellen Bard from the Abington Board of Commissioners. We're shortly expecting the chairman of the board, Mario Mealy, from the Montgomery County Commissioners. I know we're anticipating one of the other commissioners, Joseph Hoffel, and I know that we're anticipating one of my favorite people, Betty Green, representing the Chamber of Commerce of Willow Grove, the executive director. One final note, Bob, what I would like to say to the people in your viewing and listening audience. Over the years that I've been able to serve the Cinekyd board and the youngsters themselves, one thing in particular really stands out in my mind. When you see in a brochure that these young people who join Cinekyd for whatever program, they will make many friends. That is absolutely true. They will make many new friends, lifetime friends. And in the audience with us right now is our mascot, Gus, who once a day when he sees me here has got to pay his fondest regards. We truly love him. And I thank you for the pleasure and privilege of being on board.
Absolutely, positively, the pleasure is completely ours. Okay, Gusser's here, and Romeo and I are just about finished, and let's find out where we're going to go at this particular point. Little movie clip, Okay, and I love the classics, especially when we create them. Incidentally, you're going to get a taste. But let me tell you, Romeo, this is fantastic. Every year for about the last 16, 17 years, in addition to doing a weekly TV show and a weekly radio show and things like that, almost without exception, we have produced a summer film. Well, I'm delighted to say that we're going to be having a premiere in about 2 weeks and providing the audience today with the chance to see a few highlights of the latest and greatest Cinekyd production. Right now, though, here is a film that goes back to the beginnings here on Turwood Road. This was the first feature film ever made by Cinekyd. It was made literally in the grounds where the kids are now celebrating Cinekyd Day. The name of the film was, I actually have to look down and see it, Astrakhan the Movie. Let's watch.
He continued the search. The boy was determined to pit his mortal self against the magic of the wizard. But this time, the chain around his neck broke, and the sparkling gem fell to the earth, leaving the lad helpless. He had unknowingly separated himself from the magic of the stars. And Lord Griswold, a desperate man, led his party through the underbrush of the forest. Hayes, leader of the wolf children, lost no time in locating his quarry. But it was then that he discovered that the amulet was gone. He would have to face Griswold alone. There was no time to search for the magic star. A lone warrior, Hayes still tried to save the princess. But he was quickly overcome by Burgess and Cadman. Griswold had little time for such nonsense. He planned to bind the boy in such a way that he would trouble him no more. Unwilling to admit defeat, Hayes struggled to move, to continue pursuit, even though he was bound in chains and badly bruised. He had been careless, losing the amulet, but what mortal strength he possessed, he would summon and continue his quest. As L'Étranger had told him, there is unity among the stars, and the boy was guided to the amulet and the power it contained.
Welcome back to 1993 Cinekyd Day. That was a look at Asterisk in the movie. The kids here are doing a basketball shootout, but there's one Cinekyd student who won't be playing basketball today. John Paul, what happened?
Well, I was playing basketball yesterday, but I had a fall and I sprained my arm.
Is it hurt?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, bummer. Well, he's got his hospital bracelet on still. He's got here late, but he's here now, and that's the important thing, and he's okay. Thanks, John Paul. Well, we are in the midst of a basketball shootout, and everybody, it's track against Tyro, and everybody's having a great time. Let's see. What's, this is Matt here. Matt, what's the score of the game?
Well, Blake won for the Tyro.
Come here, Blake.
Come on down.
This is Blake, man. He's a member of Tyro.
Yeah, and I won.
You won. Okay, so, all right. What is, this is my Underdog shirt. And today, it says, have no fear, Underdog is here. And today, Underdog Lady is here. She's been on various television programs. She was in the Hatboro Parade, and she's here today live at Cinekyd, and she's gonna do a dance, and it's gonna be, it'll be something, it'll be something. Hi, what's your name?
Zach.
Okay, Zach, tell us a little bit about what's going on today, what's gonna be exciting. What are you excited about?
A lot of stuff.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Are you excited about dinner? We'll be watching all the rock concerts?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's interview one of Cinekyd's finest staff members. This is Paul. Paul, what do you do at Cinekyd?
What do I do at Cinekyd, Jake? I work in the radio department, educating the track and Tyro students on the fine art of radio production and radio broadcast.
And I hear today that there's going to be something special going on with radio. What's up with that?
What's up with that? What's up with that is we're going to be at the Willow Grove Mall a little bit later today putting on a live radio production for all to see.
And what channel is this going to be on?
That will be on your local hometown radio station there.
89.3 WRDP.
That's right, 89. When you've been in the business a while, sometimes you get numbers, but that's right, Jake. Very good.
Okay, what's the score of the game here?
Well, actually, we're starting another round, and we had the white team win that last round. They picked up 50 points for their team, and we're also having individual track and Tyro competition, so the kids are picking up points as well. So we're just having a blast.
Thanks a lot. Okay, we have a member trying to run away here, but I got him. Chris Frawley. He's one of Cinekyd's finest members. How you doing today, Chris?
Great. How are you, Jake?
I'm just great. What's going on?
Right now we're having a basketball competition, as you can see.
Really?
And the black team, who I'm a part of, and Jake's a part of, is winning everything.
What does the M stand for on your hat?
The M stands for Michigan.
Okay. That was a question.
Okay,
all right. Here we're here with one of Tyro's members. This is Brooke Rogers. Brooke, what's going on? How are you happy? What are you excited about for today? Cinekyd Day 1993 live.
Well, I'm very happy to be here, and I'm having a great time so far.
What are you excited about for today's events? What are you looking forward to?
I don't really know, but I heard someone about you shaving a balloon with shaving cream, and I'm looking forward to that.
All right, we'll be shaving balloons. The Underdog Lady's going to be here. We have some great guests. We'll be at the mall with a 103.9 WDRE. Here I'm with Becky Clark. Hi, Becky.
Hi, how are you?
I'm just great. What's going on?
Right now we're playing basketball.
Really?
Yes, really, and it's a lot of fun.
And what is your involvement in today's activities of Cinekyd Day?
Cheering the kids on, giving them support where they need it.
Let me hear, how would you cheer a kid on? How does it work out like that? What do you do? What do you say?
Should I demonstrate?
Demonstrate.
Okay, here's if they win. Yay!
That's very good, okay. Over here, we have Eric Mady. He's got a little sword on his neck, and he's excited about Cinekyd Day, right?
Yes.
Good, I'm glad you are, because you're here and you might as well participate in the activities and stuff. Well, I've just been told we have a few minutes left here. 89.3 WRDV for our radio show. We'll be broadcasting live from the Willow Grove Mall. 103.9 WDRE is going to be there broadcasting. And we're coming to you live from the Willow Grove campus today. It's Cinekyd Day 1993. Now we're going to take a look at, this is exciting, a track rock concert, Yellow Submarine. Let's take a look.
Where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea, and he told us of his life in the land of submarines. So we sailed on to the sun till we found the sea of green, and we lived beneath the waves in our yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. And our friends are all aboard, many more of them live next door, and the band begins to play. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Every one of us has all we need. Sky of blue and sea of green in our yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live.
The white team versus the black team. Cinekyd Day 1993, live on channels 40 and 42 on Comcast. It doesn't get any better than this. We're just killing time. The basketball, John Paul can't play. There's Chris, he's sitting. Chris, tell me a little about what's going on today. How's it going?
Fine. Why?
Just wondering. And what sorts of events are you excited about today?
My baseball game.
The baseball game, and what else?
The rock concert.
Okay. We're gonna go now to this is cool, there's electronic Cinekyd facts spanning the years of Cinekyd from all the years. Cinekyd facts coming up. Keep watching Cinekyd Day. Some late-breaking newsflash videotape from the Willow Grove Mall from our Cinekyd people down there. We've got all sorts of events going down there, and we're going to see it now on videotape. Hopefully we'll be getting you some live remotes from there, but we're not so sure yet. We're here, they're playing basketball. This is coming to you live from the Cinekyd campus over at the Willow Grove Mall. There's all sorts of things going on. They got some dancers, there's some radio programs going on there, all sorts of things. There's a fashion show from all the stores in the Willow Grove. And let's take a look at what's going on over there right now.
Good morning. We're here from the Willow Grove Park Mall, where Cinekyd Day will be going on simultaneously here all day. And
hello?
You can see behind me, there's a big stage, a lot of lights. There's going to be a lot of prizes, a lot of giveaways. So if you are going to be in the mall today, or you're thinking about coming out because it's a great day, we suggest you come by, stop by the mall. We're going to have Cinekyd Day here also, and we're going to be going live through portions of the show today. And what I want to do now is I just want to give you a brief rundown of all the people that are going to appear here today at the mall. At 11 o'clock exactly, we have the Holiday Spa from Willow Grove. They're going to be coming in. They're going to be doing an exercise demonstration. Then we have a fashion show that was produced and organized by the Willow Grove Park Mall. And actually, they are getting changed right behind me. They're getting ready, going through the final preps they have to do. 12:30, the Abington Public Library, they're coming in and they're going to do a kids reading. So if you're thinking about coming to the mall, bring the kids, the grandkids, come out. There's going to be a kids reading. It's going to be a lot of fun. Then at 1 o'clock, the Cinekyd students come over and we do a live radio show on this stage, which will be broadcast live on WRDV 89.3. 2 o'clock, Wanda Hamilton Dance Studio. They're going to come by, and they were here this morning rehearsing, and they look great, so it's going to be a good show for that. 2:30, we have the Abington Police. They're coming in. They're going to bring their watchdogs. They're going to be doing a crime demonstration. It's going to be a lot of fun. We skip to 3 o'clock, and we have a guy named Jerry Robin. He's coming in. He has won first prize for the flower show in Philadelphia for like the last 2 or 3 years. He's coming in, and he's going to share all his tips and secrets on gardening and planting. And since tomorrow's Mother's Day, you're going to be working in the garden, a lot of flowers. Suggest you come by. That's something you're not going to miss. At 3:30, we have B. Dalton Bookstore from the mall. They're coming in. They're going to do another kids' story time reading. And then at 4 o'clock, the celebrity Lou Tilley from KYW-TV 3, Channel 3 Sports, he's going to be here at the mall. He's probably going to be signing autographs, talking to you. So if you want, we suggest you come out today to the mall and support Cinekyd. We have at 4:30 the Willow Grove and the Roslyn Fire Company are coming out. They're bringing Smokey the Bear. They're going to have a couple of fire prevention robots, and they're going to be doing fire demonstrations for kids here all day at the mall. 5 o'clock, we have Dance World, and they're another really good dance studio in the Willow Grove area, and they're supporting Cinekyd. They're going to be out. At 6 o'clock, we have WDRE 103.9 FM, the new radio station that is the talk of the town for like the last couple months. They will be here, and they will be broadcasting, and they're going to have tons of giveaways. So if you want, come by for that. And that's the day's activities that we have planned. We're hoping that throughout the day you'll call 659-4696, support the kids. We got set up, you know, things are going great here, and we will be back in touch with you throughout the day from the Willow Grove Mall. Back to you guys in the studio.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Tom. I'm very proud. A great deal of fatherly pride. You can absolutely tell where his training came from, the Cinekyd program. Let me finish out the hour. We had Mr. Bob Taylor and, of course, the beloved Mr. Romeo Masucci, who brought with him a citation from our good friend, Mr. Greenleaf. I would now like to share with you, if I could, the content of a citation that we received yesterday from the mayor and the council of the community of Hatboro. We have a lot of kids in the Cinekyd program from Hatboro. If you pardon my glasses, but it's a little easier to see. In fact, I can't see it all without them. Let me read this to you. I, Joseph Solano, Mr. Abbott can't read without his glasses either. I, Joseph Solano, Mayor of the Borough of Hatboro, County of Montgomery, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, so do hereby proclaim. May 8, 1993, as Cinekyd Day, in recognition of the unique character of this organization that has encouraged our children and adolescents to actively participate in the television media, foster in them a fuller awareness of their skills and talents, and provided them with the opportunity to develop wholesomeness, regular broadcasts in our community and in dozens of communities throughout the Delaware Valley. It is fitting and appropriate that we observe this day in tribute to Cinekyd and its founder and all who strives to positively influence our youngest citizens. And this is signed by His Honor the Mayor, Joseph Solano. I'd like to say something if I could. I spoke about Senator Greenleaf. What makes today so special, not only because my kids are here, my godchildren, my grandchildren, all of the children of Cinekyd, but our producers this year have arranged for us an array of guests who are great role models for kids, but who also, down through the years, have really helped make Cinekyd. Cinekyd is never a one-man show. It is a consortium of very talented kids and some wonderful adults. I include in that the mayor of Hatboro, who was probably one of the first businesses. Bob Taylor talked about the importance of business people getting involved, but he was one of the first business people that I met when I moved from alumni out here to Willow Grove, to Hatboro. Joe Solano has been a friend to us. He has been a friend to a lot of kids and a lot of us who are no longer kids. And I am honored on behalf of Cinekyd to accept this recognition. I thank him as a very good and dear friend, and I acknowledge the fact that he got involved early and really pulled for us, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. Thank you. Now, if I may, this next hour, this is fantastic. Here we go. I told you we're thrilled with the fact, let me slip this up here, that for this first year we have local businesses who have lent their support. And doubtless you have seen the flowers and shrubbery have been provided by Charles F. Kremp III, florist, with a variety of locations. We're proud to say that one of the finest of the Kremp floral shops is located here in Willow Grove. Mr. Kremp, of course, a business leader in this community, and C.F. Kremp and Sons, the C.F. Kremp III florists have provided not only the decorations, but have supported today's program. And if I could, coming up in this hour, let's take a look. We'll be talking with the Upper Moreland School Board member and one of those people to whom I alluded, an individual who sets a fine example for our youngsters. Not only is he active in community affairs, but he's the kind of person who, by the very way he has lived his life, provides our kids with a greater sense of direction than many of the people who they see on network television. Also with us, also coming up this hour, that's it. All right, well then you're back to me, and the heck with the rest of you. Let's go then to a little bit of classic Cinekyd. Let me tell you about the youngster who you're going to see in this film. This goes back to 1979. And the boy who played the part of Simba would later be made, I guess, a little more famous by the fact that a book was written about Cinekyd and the production of this particular film. In The Great Spaghetti Showdown, a book written by Dr. Joel L. Schwartz, there's a character in there lovingly referred to as Little Eugene, and he was based to a certain extent upon the young fella who played the part in this jungle adventure. I'm proud to say that that young man, Martin Wilson, is now the head of his own company. He graduated from the Upper Moreland High School. Actually, was one of the youngest graduates in the history of Upper Moreland. He went on, he was the first Upper Moreland graduate to be accepted at the Rochester Institute of Technology. He majored in communications. He was one of the youngest graduates of RIT. He graduated at the top of his class and president of the student body. He now runs his own company in Boulder, Colorado. We're very proud of him. We take a look back now when He was a lot younger. I, of course, was the same age. And we made the great film Simba the Wildling. Let's watch.
Set to go. We just have a few more things. We're going to go exploring around the camp. Check out the area. Go exploring? What are you talking about? We have more stuff to set up.
Almost everything's almost set up. You can take care of things while I'm gone, all right?
Brett.
I'll be back soon.
Where did Brett go?
Just exploring somewhere out in the jungle.
About these papers, which ones are new?
Brett, are you all right? What happened? Shot. Okay? okay? Come on, I'll get you back.
Okay, I'll tell you, nobody loves old movies more than I do, and I think the ones I enjoy the most are watching the kids. Our next guest, therefore, should be properly introduced in a video fashion. So I'm going to ask him if he'll watch the screen. Here then is the, okay. Then let me tell you that coming up right now, I'm going to have the pleasure of introducing and interviewing or talking with a member of the Upper Moreland School Board, and who is also very active in a number of community activities. He's also somebody who grew up in this area and found that his calling was in the area of education. He coached, taught, worked at LaSalle College, and is now affiliated with Penn State at the Ogons campus. And without further ado, before I chat with Mr. Tom Mert, let's take a peek at this little bit of video.
Is being used to repave, waterproof, repoint, to acquire some additional computer technology. And as Mr. Van Acker appropriately or aptly said to me yesterday, he said, if we don't start these projects in the near future, we're not going to have any physical plant to work on a couple years down the road. So I think this is more of an investment in our physical plant than an increase in operating expenses or anything like that. So I'm going to vote in favor of the budget this year.
Okay, there he is, hard at work, and here he is to share a little time with us. Good morning, Tom.
Thanks, Bob. Thank you for having me here.
Not at all.
Always a pleasure.
No,
and an honor
it's
as well.
our pleasure. What's on your agenda, Tom?
At the present time, as you know, serving on the school board, I'm serving out my last term because I decided not to seek re-election at the present time, instead choosing to run for the office of Township Commissioner in Ward 3 of Upper Moreland Township. And that's been keeping me very busy over the last several weeks, out canvassing and asking people for support. So that's been very busy.
You constantly seem to thrive on change. And there seems to be, both within your professional life, because you, as I said, you've gone from one challenge to another. And here in the area of community service, you move from one arena to another. Tom, how do you formulate your goals? Goals are very big, especially here in our Cinekyd program. How do you determine, this should be your next step?
Well, you make a very good point regarding change. I believe sincerely that without change, there can be no growth or development. Now, I don't necessarily believe in the philosophy change for the sake of change, but change for the sake of growth. And especially in education, I don't believe that we can stay where we are. We need to continue to move on. And I think that is one of the reasons that we supported intensive scheduling in the high school. We saw this program. We saw it as a viable alternative to update and enhance our program at the high school, to put forth a better academic program. We saw through our research that intensive scheduling meant better attendance on the part of the faculty as well as the students. Intensive scheduling in the past has meant more students appearing on the honor roll. The academic performance of the students under intensive scheduling was better, and we just felt that this was a change that we really needed to make. Some people felt that we moved into intensive scheduling without sufficient thought and consideration of the issue, and that's not true because we have been thinking about it for a few years. And Upper Moreland is a district, in my experience, that doesn't jump into a new program. And intensive scheduling has proved to be successful in many other districts, many districts that are similar to Upper Moreland in terms of student population, in terms of the socioeconomic makeup of the community, and we're really looking forward to it. And I think the students in the high school are looking forward to it as well, the students that I've spoken with.
There are some folks who are more comfortable staying within their comfort zone. Are there criteria that you use that tell you that it's time to move in a certain direction?
Well, obviously, if I feel comfortable and confident knowing that I can either change positions or look at another elected office, an office that I'm qualified for, an office that I can bring some new ideas and new input to, and perhaps if the voters are not overly comfortable with the current situation and see room for improvement, then yes, there's some of the criteria I look at.
You've moved from a life that has been focused for the most part in education. You're now facing the challenge of public service in a different kind of situation. What for you is the challenge? Why move from board to the broader spectrum of community activity?
That's a very good question. First of all, I think that my neighbors, my constituents in Ward 3 want to change. And many of my neighbors had asked me to consider running for commissioner in the past several months. So it's something that I had been thinking about for a little while. It's not something that I had to jump into. It's also not an office that anyone had to talk me into seeking. This is a challenge that I accept and I look forward to serving in. And I find the challenges of municipal government very interesting. Running a library, finding funding for parks and recreation, putting forth a police force that everyone can be very proud of and can depend on. Worrying about your recycling, make sure the trash is getting picked up. These are all issues that a township commissioner would need to deal with. But first and foremost, I think that on this local level of government, on the township or the municipal level, people need a representative that's accessible and responsive. Not just responsive. Responsive implies that you return phone calls and act on concerns that are brought to your attention. But a township commissioner or a borough councilman needs to be accessible as well. You need to be in circulation. One thing that I've tried to do since I was elected to the school board in 1989 is to get out every year. Go out and visit my constituents twice a year, once in the spring, once in the fall. Now, I haven't gotten to every home twice a year, but I have gotten to every home once a year. And people are familiar with my name, and if anyone has a concern, they call me. I quite often get concerns about issues that I have no jurisdiction over, but at least I can focus people in the right direction or give them the right contact. And I think that the people appreciate that. They really do. And that, I think, is crucial to a public servant on this local level, to get out and to meet the people and to listen.
How also has being a dad altered your perspective?
Well, that's a very good question. It has really, I don't want to say it's cut into my time that I've had available to go door to door, but of course my responsibilities at home with my baby and my wife.
Doesn't it change your outlook for the future, though, seriously?
It really does, because I'd say probably in the last, my daughter's a year now, she just turned a year last Sunday, but in the last several weeks, the last few months, I've been thinking about, well, geez, you know, the economy right now is really in a bad way, especially for kids getting right out of college. All of us know a recent graduate or a student who's going to be graduating in which the job prospects are not overly encouraging. And I really feel for the kids that have worked very hard in college and are having trouble finding employment, even if they've been very good students. And it's just a reflection of the economy right now. And I often think, well, geez, what's it going to be like in 22 years when my daughter graduates from college? And I just hope that things are going to be better, and she's not going to have to know a foreign language and Japanese or something to work in this country. Maybe she will, maybe she won't, but I just hope that things are much better then. I'm sure they will be. And this, I guess, goes back to your first question about change. We have to change. The economy has to change. Our outlook has to change. And I think that the people that are willing to change are the ones that are going to master the opportunities that are presented to us.
You're also, one concluding note so that we don't stray from our schedule, but I just can't let you leave without this one observation. You're also somebody who believes very strongly in the ethic of hard work. You define your goal and then determine what you have to do to reach it, but you, even as a youngster, you're not afraid to work to get there.
No, and I think that's a good question because I think we've talked about this before, and I think we would concur that there isn't anything that you can't accomplish with a little bit of positive thinking and a lot of hard work. And I've always thought of myself as a guy with just average talent, average ability, but who has had to work extra hard to achieve anything he did. And of course my ability and my talent is God-given, and I really feel as though I've worked hard to to make the most of that, whether it's in high school and at Penn State. I was on a wrestling team, and anybody who wrestled with me will tell you I was only an average wrestler, but I worked very, very hard, and I practiced hard, and I think that I guess in that respect I was an overachiever. But no, I think that's a very good point, and I appreciate that. That's a compliment.
Not at all. Davy Crockett, who said, be sure you're right, then go ahead. But the other part of it was you got to be willing to work hard enough to get there. We've been talking with Mr. Tom Mert, member of the Upper Moreland School Board, a longtime resident of the community who is actively pursuing moving into another area of service as a commissioner here in Upper Moreland Township. It's always a pleasure to have him here, not only because he works in the educational community, because he wrestled, because he coached, but because, very, very frankly, this world needs the kind of role models, the individuals like Mr. Tom Mert, who walk their talk, who actually live the kinds of things that they preach. And now from something that absolutely was inspirational to something that qualifies as pure silliness. Here is a little bit of track music. It's called The White Stuff. Let's watch.
The white stuff. The white stuff.
The first one was a sweet one, second one was a blast. Soon I finished off the bag, ate 'em up real fast. You can see 'em in my teeth, tell it when I talk. Had so many my pancreas just went into shock. I love the white stuff, baby. In the middle of an Oreo, I love the white stuff, baby. It's the most delicious thing I know. I've had a zillion or two in my life, that's alright. My teeth are alright, clear through, but who cares?
What else am I supposed to do?
Oh, 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 Rio. Oh, oh, oh,
The white stuff.
very good. Oh, 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 Rio. What's in the middle?
The white stuff.
The first time that I tried it, got a big sugar buzz. Nothing gets me high as that sandwich cookie does. But I love the filling most. I rub it on my roast, mix it in with my coffee and spread it on my toast. I love the white stuff, baby. In the middle of an Oreo, I love the white stuff, baby. Take some with me everywhere I go. Might get a pimple or two, well so what? It's alright. Now Twinkies and Ding Dongs won't do all I need.
You know what it is.
Oh, 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 Rio. Oh, oh, oh,
The white stuff.
oh, 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 Rio. Oh, oh, oh,
The white stuff.
oh, 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 Rio. What's in the middle?
The white stuff.
Hey! You're under arrest. Come on, Dano, let's book him. Grab an arm. I got a wing. All right, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Bye! Bye!
There's no accounting for musical taste. There you have it, The White Stuff, a 1993 track rock concert. Gus has returned. Good to see you, big guy. All right, now, here we go with a relatively recent edition of the Cinekyd Entertainment News. This is a project that's part of what used to be mobile video. We now call it ENG, Electronic News Gathering. boot and shoot, the idea that the kids write it, that they create the script, they do the shooting, they do the editing, they create the package under the capable direction of their fearless leader, Tom McGill, who, of course, is providing us with the remote packages from the Willow Grove Park Mall. So here's an edition of the Cinekyd Entertainment News.
Welcome to Cinekyd, a non-profit organization where it's kids and video. What you're about to see was written, shot, and edited by kids. I'm Keith Dunkley for Cinekyd Entertainment News. This past month, Cinekyd held its second annual Celebrity Gala, the night the stars come out. Here's John Simonetta to tell you a little about it.
Tonight was Cinekyd's second ever Cinekyd Celebrity Gala. The night the stars come out. The stars came out tonight, and many of the students were honored for what they accomplished over the last year at Cinekyd.
I think the boss has done wonders with not only me, but just about every student that passes through the doors of Cinekyd, and it's really an admirable thing that he's doing, that he's not in it to make money. He's in it to advance the kids' not only technical skill, but their personality. And
The stars that attended the Cinekyd Celebrity Gala enjoyed themselves thoroughly. They all had pleasant things to say about Cinekyd. Here's Dick Sharon from Channel 3 News.
I've read something about the organization, and I think it's terrific. In fact, we recently had a story on our newscast about this organization, and I was really impressed because I really hadn't heard about it before then. And I think it's terrific in what's going on, particularly learning to do this kind of thing hands-on at an early age, if you will.
Another one of the stars that attended the Cinekyd Celebrity Gala was Channel 3 meteorologist Tom Lamine. Tom Lamine had some encouraging words for kids just starting out in the communications field.
Try not to limit your formal education into a narrow dovetailing. You should liberalize your education as much as possible, if only because this business, broadcasting, opens you up to a millennium of subject matter. You never know what story you're going to have to go out and cover.
As the evening came to a close, the students were overjoyed by the words that they received, and the stars were impressed by the Cinekyds. Until the next Cinekyd Celebrity Gala, this is John Simonetta for Cinekyd News.
Last month, the Cinekyd family lost a very good friend. His name was Samson Clark. Here's a little show put together about Sam.
On October 23rd, Cinekyd lost a very dear friend, Samson Beagle Clark, Cinekyd's mascot, and a dog that was loved by all.
When he would sit there by you, rubbing up against your leg or clawing at you, and you know that he wasn't just trying to get at your food or something, he wanted you to pet him. Just the exchange of, love.
Dad he wanted a miniature collie, and he wanted a girl. And this beagle was a boy, and we didn't think that it was going to be, anything that we would like, but we just wanted to see him. And when the lady brought him out, he got up on his hind feet on my lap and looked into my eyes, and then I knew that that was the dog. And I think that I didn't really pick Sam out, or my dad. I think he picked us out.
We love you, Sam, and we'll miss you.
Recently,
Beth, okay, here we go. You're back. 22 seconds of setup. I want to tell you very frankly, I had forgotten that little segment was in there about Samson. I think as long as there's been a Cinekyd, we've had a Cinekyd mascot of some sort, be it a guinea pig or a puppy, and that was a really good package. and as I said, written and shot and edited by the kids. In fact, much of what you'll see all day long interspersed with that exciting footage from the Willow Grove Park Mall and Jaker's local reports on the great games, and of course the marvelous array of distinguished guests who will be visiting us here today. But you see the best of our children in these particular productions. Right now, though, we're going to have a little bit of music. Now, the video that you saw previously was created by kids who are in grades 7 through 12. This video is the product of the efforts of boys and girls who are in our Tyro program. They're kids who are in the intermediate grades, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years of age. And when we say that it's their production, that's exactly what we mean. They design their own costumes, they formulate their own choreography, they create this particular music video. And then the best part of it is, of course, that they put it all together so we can present it to you. This is a 1993 creation, so these boys and girls are still very much a part of the program. It's a Tyro Rock video to the music Jam. Let's watch.
Cinekyd Day, 1993. I'm here with Keith Dunkerley. He's all grown up now, and a few things that he did today. First of all, from the 10 to 11 a.m. hour, he was doing the switcher. Every time a graphic came up, that was Keith. Every time the camera switched out to me or into the studio or onto a videotape, that was Keith's responsibility. How are you today, Keith?
I'm fine. How are you, Jake?
I'm fine. So it's Cinekyd Day. What are you excited about?
It's going to be an awesome day. It's great weather. Have a kickball game, everything. It's going to be awesome.
What to you is the most exciting event of the day?
Everything is, but mainly I'm looking forward to the kickball game and seeing the underdog lady.
The underdog lady? All right. Okay, now, Keith is the winner of the 1993 Cinekyd Video Expo Award, the Kitty. Keith, his entry was Maniac on the Loose. Keith, tell us a little bit about why you entered your film Maniac on the Loose.
Well, what it was, we had to do a project for English class, and we had to write a script and then present it in front of the class in some sort of fashion, and I decided to do a video. I came here and I did work on it here, editing, post-production work on it, and the teachers loved it and stuff, so I decided to enter it. And the judges really loved it. They liked it so much that I got all possible points, 100%, and I beat out a high school in Florida, which has their own media center, and I beat them out. So
that's pretty impressive for a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, right now, I am standing with Keith, and Sam's over here. We're going to be sitting over here. We are standing on Cinekyd's brand new property. Behind me over here, this is going to be a stage. We're going to have concerts out here, puppet shows. This summer, we're going to have a great summer. We're going to produce the sequel to a movie that's coming out, Timberwolf. We're going to work on it this summer. We'll be using our new property. Over there, you can see some kids working on a scavenger hunt. If we can get a shot over there. They're working on a scavenger hunt over there. Those are our buildings. One that's going to be where we're going to house our second full-color studio and our new radio production center. Now here, I'm with Sam Ostroff. How you doing today, Sam?
Okay.
Okay, now Sam, from the 10 to 11 a.m. hour, when we were going outside, he was doing the camera. He was doing what our cameraman Eric's doing right now, so he was working on that, shooting. Was it hard? Was it easy? Tell us about it.
If you want to get a hernia, that's how you do it.
So it was a heavy camera, huh?
Yeah, but it was fun.
Okay. Well, all day we'll be at the Willow Grove Mall. We have all sorts of events going out there. The radio show's going to be there. Cinekyd's own radio show. WDRE is going to be there. 103.9. It's going to be great. Keith's going to be over there shooting some ENG, so if you want to go say hi to Keith, he'll be over there. Sam, are you going to be over at the mall today?
I don't think so.
Okay. We've got all sorts of events going on. We're here at the Cinekyd Broadcast Arts Center. Next door is Cinekyd's main campus. We're at the mall. It's going to be a great day. We have some exciting events. The kids are having a great time. And right now, we're going to go actually to a taped event from the mall. Let's see what's going on there live just a few minutes ago from the mall, Willow Grove Mall.
Welcome back to the Willow Grove Park Mall. As you can see behind me, the entertainment has gotten underway, and we have the holiday spa people doing an aerobic exercise, and this is beautiful. This is what Cinekyd Day is all about. Coming up after the holiday spa, we have the Teen Style Squad from the Willow Grove Park Mall. They will be doing a fashion show. So like I said earlier, there's going to be a lot of entertainment throughout the day, and we will keep you posted about the times and what's coming up. It's going to be so much fun. With me now is Cheryl Doherty, and she has been struggling with us and helping us get this all organized. She's with the management of the mall. It's finally here.
It's here. We're really happy to be a part of this. We're happy to help you out. We're so happy. It's going to be a day full of activity and events. It's a great day to shop for mom, graduations, weddings, whatever you have to do, come on down. Enjoy the time here.
We have been planning this actual activity for a couple months, I'd say, and Cheryl and Carol Koch, who works with you with the mall management, they have been extremely supportive, and we're just happy that we could both kind of combine and celebrate Cinekyd Day in this way. And a lot of the malls, or actually a lot of the stores in the mall, have been very supportive. What, on your part, just tell us what kind of preparation did you guys have to do to provide the clearance and the site and all the setup?
Well, basically just going through the owners of the mall, making sure everything was okay, and then the labor involved, getting our staging set up and our dressing tent so that we could accommodate the event here today. A few weeks worth of work, but it's all worth it.
Yeah. And there's a lot. Come here. It's Carol. She's the other one who's helped organize it. Well, Cinekyd Day is finally here, and everything is up and running, and we're just grateful that we could all be a part of it. And did you do? Let everyone know kind of the things that you worked on to help get this organized.
I think I spent most of my time on the phone, trying to work with the merchants and with you guys and with Bally's and with our style squad. I spent a lot of time on the phone working out those details.
I'd just like to say about our style squad, these are kids between the ages of 13 and 19 that act as ambassadors to the mall. They do fashion shows, they help us with merchandising events. It's a great group to be involved with. We're accepting applications now through the end of May. You have to be 13 to 19 years old. You join in our modeling and our merchant events, and you help with our community events. It's a great way to be involved and help your community. We only accept 45 kids, so if you are interested, come and pick up an application.
Well, personally, thank you both, especially you two, for helping us get this organized. And we are up and running live all day on Comcast Channel 40 and 42. We're hoping that you can call in, give us a pledge. The number is 659-4696. And we will keep you posted all day from the mall. And right now we're going to send it back to Bob in the studio.
Son's favorite expression. I'll tell you, I know it's happening, but in a sense, I find it so hard to believe that we first of all gave you the shot of an area that a year ago had nothing to do with Cinekyd, where indeed we are in the process of building the one and only broadcast arts stage, an outside stage, so that there will be here in Montgomery County an opportunity for young aspiring artists, dancers, actors, performers, to share their talents with our senior citizens and our young people right here in Willow Grove, and to have that broadcast all over. In addition to that, of course, we're coming to you with another show that's underway in its entirety at the Willow Grove Park Mall. This is an exciting day. Probably the capstone of the day is the fact that we have one of the prime forces of change and development in Montgomery County with us, the chairman of the Board of Commissioners for Montgomery County, and somebody who has made not just a difference certainly for our kids, but for all communities at large, and an individual that I can honestly say to you is not just dedicated to change, but dedicated to making things better. Here's somebody who really works hard, and I'm delighted in a schedule that, I would consider busy, that he would take the time to come over here. Mario, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me, Robert.
No, it's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. It's a privilege for me to give the opportunity to say thanks to you and what you're doing for the youth of this great county. You're giving them hope, you're giving them encouragement, you're giving a cause. That's very important, because young men and young women need a goal, need an objective, and that's exactly what you're doing here. I'm very proud of what you're doing. And hopefully the three county commissioners, John D. Fox, Joe Huffle, and myself, will have an opportunity to work with you closer to raise your cause to a higher plateau. So I'm very excited, and I'm very happy to be here to lend my presence and my support to this great day.
I genuinely appreciate that. During the tape, we were talking about the fact that since we're both relatively young men, but of a different generation, that the one thing we've both noticed, and I guess as you travel so much of the county and then so many regions of the state, that it's sad that not all young people had the kind of dreams that were part of our generation.
Dreaming is a great source of relief. I mean, I think people must dream and hope. And of course, what you're doing here, providing both the dream as well as the reality of being involved. And they can see the results in what you've done here. So I'm really pleased with what you have done. And hopefully these seeds which you're planting today and tomorrow and next week will yield greater results as time evolves.
How do you set your goals? How do you, so our boys and girls understand that somebody who has reached, and I mean seriously, such a lofty plateau, who has been so successful, how do you determine, what your next step is?
There is no substitute for hard work. That is a given. work definitely gives results. But at the same time, you must have a plan of action. And I try to work my plan every evening. Before I leave my home in the morning, I know exactly what I hope to be doing and allow for certain unexpected events. Emergency call, emergency presentation, whatever the case may be. But you must have a plan. No matter how modest or complex, there must be a plan. And each day you work on that plan. And it's just amazing how much we have it in our ability as human beings to be able to work that plan. It just evolves naturally. Just
What's
like
the
eating.
satisfaction of public service for you? Because you have to put in a lot of additional time, and no one group is ever 100% satisfied, and they generally always go after the individuals that they can see. What's the satisfaction?
The satisfaction is knowing that you have an opportunity to serve, and that hopefully while you're serving, you have the ability to make a change for the better. Obviously, we all would like to make some significant changes. I've come to the realization the big changes are really a sum of little changes. And like I indicated to you yesterday, this administration will be known for being very much involved with the community, to get involved with the open space preservation, to be involved in bringing about better housing for our people, that in fact every young man and young woman who wants to live and work in Montgomery County will have a home to call their own, to be able to provide better transportation, to be able to preserve the quality of life which we in Montgomery County have been accustomed to. These are the things which I enjoy and get quite a bit of gratification. And it's a source of re-energizing each day that while we don't have a complete bang type of success, you see these little micro steps. And I'm realistic to know that these micro steps ultimately lead to very major accomplishments. So we plant seeds here, we plant seeds there, we plant seeds throughout the county, and in due time these will flourish and bring about a significant change, a change for the better.
What do you think is the best advice, perhaps, having had an opportunity to visit so many of our communities and to share with a number of our young people? What advice would you care to share with them that would come from somebody who has seen the business sector and the private sector and the community sector? What would you share with our kids?
I really believe that the young men and young women of tomorrow should spend more time with their family. I really believe that because of the hectic pace which parents spend today, most parents today have two jobs, both parents work, a lot of demands on their personal time. I think that the children must go to their parents and say, Mom, Dad, I want to spend time with you. And hopefully the parents will find time to be in their softball game or baseball game or volleyball game, whatever the case may be. Taking them to the piano lessons. I think spending time with the parents is very, very important because we must bring back that family entity, the family unit, which is so critical for the fiber of this country. We're losing some of it because of the many challenges which face us each day, but I would say working with your parents, being tolerant of the parents is extremely important. And my single advice to the young men, the young women of tomorrow is to work with their parents. They've been there, they know the challenges, they know the scars of society, and try to work a little closer with them. I know that television can be a distraction, it can be a source of aversion, but there's no substitute for the family unit. I think children must realize that Mom and Dad truly loves them. And Mom and Dad wants that love to be seen and shared. And the more we see of that, the better off we all are. And I walked in here yesterday for the first time, and I saw the young boys and young girls radiate some warmth, some joy, which you don't see too often. There's a sense of contentment, a sense of accomplishments, a sense of being, which it's written all over their face. And that's what I enjoy seeing.
The old-fashioned virtues.
Exactly. And Robert, you have accomplished a lot here. And I'm sure the lives of the young boys and young girls that you touched in the last 16 years, you've seen tremendous results. I know I was impressed yesterday and today. So congratulations. And you have my personal commitment that as long as I'm commissioner or a citizen, I will continue to work with you. because it's a great cause.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I want to close this in a sense. There's a popular misconception that people who hold public office frequently do everything either on camera or for the cameras. The commissioner alluded to the fact that he spent hours here yesterday beyond his schedule. We worked on a project together, a radio broadcast, and then he took time beyond what he expected to or intended to listen and to allow us to share some of our plans. Also, prior to the broadcast, the commissioner made his own personal contribution to today's events and chose to do so it would be out of camera range. I simply indicate that we are delighted and honored that he is with us today, but more than that, I keep coming back to the fact that what makes the program so special is when you have individuals who really do live what they preach and who teach more to our boys and girls by the subtleties of their fine example than by anything that is said about them. And indeed, we consider you a new friend and a good friend. God bless you, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
Our
very
pleasure.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we go now to a fax video. Let's watch.
It's Cinekyd Day 1992. Up next, more live entertainment from our campus on Turwood Road. Please help our kids. Call 659-4696. Your donations are tax deductible. You're watching Cinekyd Day on the Comcast Cable Network. Stay tuned for more exciting events.